What will the projected record be for Arkansas in 2025? We're going to give you, again, our early projected record with our formula. But first, let's look back at the last 4 seasons and see how they have stacked up with our projection. So in 2021, they were projected to go 6-6. They went 8-4. In 2022, projected to go 7-5. They went 6-6. In 2023, projected to go 7-5. They went 4-8. And then last year, projected to go 6-6. They did go 6-6. So they're right at the projection this past season. Again, you go to 21, they exceeded expectations. Then they were down a couple of years, a little bit worse than they were expected to be. But last year they were, pretty much what we expected in the preseason. So let's see what this projection looks like for 2025. Again, here's the schedule. This is the scale that we use. So Arkansas, this is all based off of our tier ranking system. So Arkansas is a tier 4 team. So that means if they play another tier 4 team, then that's going to be a 50-50 game. If they play a tier 5 team, it'll be a 61-70% game. If that game is on the road, though, it then becomes a 50-50 game. So that's kind of the way this works. And you've really only got 2 easy wins, Alabama A&M and Arkansas State. That's it. So you got 2 games that you can pretty much count on as being wins for Arkansas. You feel very good. It would be a shocking upset if they were to lose either one of those games. And then you've got Mississippi State, where Arkansas is a couple of tiers above them. And so this is one where you feel like you got to get this one as well, honestly, if you're an Arkansas fan. With this schedule, as tough as it is, you've got to beat Mississippi State at home. So 3 games there that you feel pretty good about. But then the rest of the schedule, man, it is tough. We'll start on the other end of this. So the games where they have almost no chance. And actually, no, they have one more game where they should be a favorite. That's Memphis. So Memphis, I think Arkansas should be, about a touchdown favorite in that game. It is on the road, but still we're talking about an Arkansas team that has an advantage talent-wise. It will not be an easy win. They can absolutely lose this game, but they should be favored. So now we'll go to the other end of this, and I think you've got Texas. So Texas is the one game where they're going to be big underdogs. And look, there is no human element to this. I'm not making any predictions. This is all based off of our formula, our projected record formula. The human element tells us that, Texas, this probably shouldn't be in the red. History tells us Arkansas might have a chance to hang around in this game. But again, with our formula, Texas is a tier 1 team, and this game is on the road, so it is in the red, at least for the sake of getting this projection. So that game's in the red. Then you've got 4 games in the orange. So these games, Arkansas is going to be pretty big underdogs in these games. It would be a big upset if they were able to win. You got Ole Miss on the road, Notre Dame, Tennessee, and LSU on the road. So these will be very tough victories to get if you're Arkansas. If they can grab one of them, if they can pull off an upset somewhere in these 4 games, that's going to give them a chance to have a really good season. Then you've got Texas A&M, Auburn, and Missouri. So Texas A&M is a tier above, or actually 2 tiers above Arkansas. The game's at home, but because it's 2 tiers above them, that's why this one's in the yellow. Again, this is one where Texas A&M is probably going to be favored by 6 or 7 points. And then you've got Auburn and Missouri. So Auburn and Missouri are tier 3 teams. They are a tier above Arkansas, but the game is in Fayetteville. Both of these games in Fayetteville. So that gives Arkansas a real shot, and that makes these games 50-50 games. So these are really games that could go either way. And so when you look at Alabama A&M, Arkansas State, Memphis, and Mississippi State, 4 games there. If they can take care of business and win those games, and then win their 2 50-50 games, that's the path to getting to, back to a bowl game. But if they lose to Auburn or Missouri, and again, the odds would say they're going to lose one of those games, they're going to need to pull off an upset just to get to a bowl game. Again, the odds would say they're going to split Auburn and Missouri, but the odds would also say they're going to pull off an upset somewhere in the schedule. So you do get to a bowl game. Projection is 6-6 for Arkansas. I think that's pretty fair. I think this team will be similar to what they were last year. It is a very, very tough schedule. An easier schedule in this projection would obviously be higher, but it is what it is. It's just a really, really tough schedule for Arkansas. So I think a successful season for the Razorbacks is getting back to a bowl game in 2025.